If Pete don't dance and pull up your pants and rock away, and then lean back, lean back. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes for you? Here's Johnny. Thank you, Ed. Home team. Homie. My 8-spoon cool. You know what I'm saying? Like Cisco and Poncho. Whatever. Like the Lone Ranger and Tonto. Hey, head, baby. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Not that I'm a dirty cop. God forbid. Charlie Wacko Whitey. Charleston White ain't got nothing on me either. Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, oh, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown. Hey, home team. But check this out. What on the street is that at one time or another, you yourself was supposed to have been what is a grand cyclops of the invisible empire of the Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops clan. Regardless of whether or not I myself was at one time or another, and with from 100,000 to 1 million, you know, of those clan cuckoos taking my commands or my orders, you know, that is irrelevant at the moment. You was running a big old chapter like that. You had all them soldiers. Man, you might have been running a local street gang, man. Like I said, regardless of whether or not that was or had been the case or situation back in the past is irrelevant. You feel me? Hear me, home team? Home ass? I mean, what part of that don't you understand? I was speaking English, an American dialect, not a foreign language. I wasn't doing sign language. I wasn't making with the smoke signals like my Indian peeps and folks, you know what I'm saying? Besides all that, that would be highly classified anyway. Like Ted Kennedy's Chappaquiddick. Then how's that old white boy anyway, that old fart? Is he still in the land living? Man, I wish I could have changed my vote before the time. I voted early and speak upon these matters now they come to mind, you know. But I voted for Mr. I like to diss the mentally handicapped. You know who I'm talking to. Who giving all this here judge, as he's on trial now, all this disrespect, you know. Judges don't like when somebody in their courtroom constantly repeating, you know, verbal sentiments to be expressed, what would be commonly called and commonly known as contempt of court, you know. Now, if it had been one of us, you know, that's like what they call it, down and out, or that's falling through the cracks, or the poor and needy and homeless, man, we would have been thrown in a can like snap, crackle, and pop. Talk about Thor with his hammer, a bolt of lightning coming out of the blue, coming from yours truly, the real big boss man who's calling the shots, man. Whereas the po-po and the liar, pants on fire, Jim Carrey peeps and folks ain't got nothing on him or her. Wearing that robe, laying down the law. Be one Judge Judy with the big fat booty, or Judge Mathis, been there, done that, ain't trying to go there ever again, and you know it. Or whatever judge, you know what I'm saying? Judge Mathis was back in the day. He was a 2-bit street punk himself before he got some knowledge in his head, you know. No, not knowledge from that movie. What's called oh wow, can't remember. DMX starred in, you know, where there was a character in that movie called Knowledge. God. Before he was supposed to have grew a brain, a light bulb come on his head, were meant there. He got with FOI, and some Italian white boy was feeding him a line, wanted him to bump off, you know, a big shot caller for that particular clique, but he changed his mind, you know, after the minister held off his soldiers and brought him in to the fold much closer. So it's of a false religion, you know what I'm saying? Are you all understanding the hieroglyphics of the conversation? The dialogue and disregard, ignore what you could possibly hear outside my apartment door. Because I have got no control over any shithead pieces of shit. Excuse my language, partner friends. Let me phrase that. My bad. You know. If you want to continue to live the lifestyle of shaking hands with the devil, that's on you. The worst I could do is come off like a prodigal son, being the lesser two evils, or that sheep that strayed away from the 99 that has yet to come back into the fold after being guided by the chief shepherd of our souls. Can I get an amen? You street people know what I'm talking about. It's nobody else, you know. The children of the world are much wiser than the children otherwise, if you know what I mean. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks. Maybe that's why they much better able to keep food on their tables for the different families, as well as keep a roof over their heads and don't have to be worried about having to pay a visit to one of these foul, funky ass shitholes. So let me phrase it there. I go, you know. I'm sorry, not that it means to sound and seem like Tricky Dick. Tricky Dick, 4 dead in Ohio. You know, holds coochie. Nice. No, I didn't mean. Sorry if I'm sounding like stutterer President DC. Not so sleepy Joe. But anyway, though, if anything, the children of light compared to the children of darkness are more than likely to wind up in those rescue mission shelters, you know. You know what I'm saying? But then not all money is good money. Though the money may be green, but then it is mean. Not that I mean to be confused with the late Petey Green, Washington, D.C. I got a brain and I got a life. For one who is in recovery, who is off the bottle and off the pipe. Hopefully I stay that way. Do it time I could sound and seem like a dry drunk playing the part of the devil's advocate. Less than 2 evils, being a prodigal son. Whereas the worst 2 evils is any of those closet devil worshippers who make up most churchgoers, being a whatever religious denominations. You know, and that's including the ungodly, godless, devilish, demonic, demon-possessed, prosperity preacher man, televangelists among them. And as they been in the last mention, would outnumber their religious female rival counterparts, fleecing the flock. And do excuse pardon, forgive me if I'm butchering the English language or American dialect, you know. Just as long as I'm not sounding like a Führer for all races of people's persons. The word Führer only means in German when translated to be defined as meaning leader. It doesn't or don't necessarily have to be associated with and represent a despot or a dictator of a small rogue nation attempting to conquer the world, like during World War II. They had, gave the order to bump off 6 million of my peeps and folks otherwise of the Jewish persuasion. And shalom to them, and I hope they continue to kick butt of the Islamic Muslim terrorists, and any, brain dead, brainless Palestinians who support them, Whereas if anything, those Islamic Muslim terrorists, they don't care about any Palestinians. speaking upon those matters, if anything, they're using them as physical body shields to keep from getting those ricochets of ping, ping, ping. Kind of retarded, for any Palestinians to be supporting Islamic Muslim terrorists. Just as much as it is retarded for former ex-president Donald J. Trump to continue to commit contempt of court when your attorney or lawyer is trying to tell you to shut the fuck up, motherfucker. I'm supposed to be representing you. Let me earn my money. Oh, excuse my language, pardon my French. God forbid for me to continue to cuss and swear like a drunken sailor on shore leave who is attempting to paint the town red with his drinking buddies. Now I am sound like Stutterer, Sleepy Joe, or Sly Stallone for that matter, Italian white boy. Then his sidekick had passed away, the brother, Action Jackson. What was I about to say? I seem like I'm having a memory lapse episode like the late Ronnie Reagan, baby. President Ronald Wilson Reagan, the great communicator. Sometimes it be like that, When you get up in age, you tend to have a memory lapse, Episode more often than not, as well as a stuttering episode more often than not. But then these neighbors from down here, my present ones, they ain't helping matters any much, as they are much more creepier than my last ones in this worse neighborhood, where as I'm now chilling, paying annual monthly rent, utilities, and etc. Especially when it comes to the main one being of a local drug pusher with this creepy, childish, faggoty, shithead piece of shit ass. Ooh, there I go again. This punk ass nigga SOB bastard, assuming that he has a legit personal vendetta with me. I ain't ever did shit to him. Ooh, excuse my language, partner. I ain't did squat to him. And I am cussing like a drunken sailor on shore leave, who has yet to get back to the base with or without his drinking buddies or her drinking buddies after attempting to paint the town red, before one were to be designated as AWOL and then be thrown in the clank, be on the crap hole in the clanker, as one could be sent to the military stock caves. So I say, as former enlisted recruit military personnel myself, I could have did time that is on the battlefield is what I mean to say. If I was trying to become a 5-star general, believe it or not, but on certain ones of my superiors, the sergeants, they didn't agree with me. Except for one, but since I was majority rule, I was still booted out. But basic training, I just had about a week or so, a few weeks. No, I had about a week or so to go before I would have been sent off to become like the mixed breed, born on the 4th of July movie flick character. Tom Cruise had played part of a Vietnam veteran. Well, he played in other movies. Remember that black brother that was his sidekick in that movie flick? And moving right along. But then how you all doing, famo? Social media family, being of any subscribers and or visitors alike who are affiliated, associated with, and representing my own YouTube social media channel and our chat room comment section. Is it all good in the hood? You all mellow fellows or guys and gals? Whatever. No, there's not Petey Green here. Petey Green, no disrespect so much, but he did seem like kind of like a cocksucker at one time, A whitey master, yes boy, nigga, bitch, hoe. I don't know. Petey Green, the late Petey Green, the brother of Washington, D.C. I like my rap snacks. Bro Ham. Yeah, Petey Green was like the black dog of late Tricky Dick, of a late president, DC president of the USA. You know, one that bombed my Vietnamese peeps and folks. Then you know the Japanese, they are looking for the brothers to go on overseas and help them lay some eggs, man. Otherwise, that's saying they're gonna be history. And speaking upon those matters, yeah, those Japanese females, they're looking for males to come to the supposed so-called Democratic Republic democracy of Japan so they could get it on. When I get that feeling, I want sexual feeling. Sexual. Yeah, especially looking for the brothers, the black and brown brothers. I like to go over there myself, you know. If my soldiers is still working, at least in some regard, if not altogether. Then these neighbors from down hell ain't helping matters much. They creepy, cowdy, faggy cells creeping outside my apartment though. Yeah, I was checking out social media. They were saying, "We need you, brothers. You brothers, chunky monkeys. We need you, brothers. Black and brown brothers, born and raised males, to come on over here and help us. Japanese females are born and raised Japanese female, make some babies. Otherwise, the Japanese race of people will no longer not be anymore." I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck. I'm not going to let popping some of them. Give them some of this here ballistic ding-dong ding-a-ling. But only as a prodigal son being a lesser to you has gone astray out of the will of God. Otherwise, I couldn't do it as a Christian, believing in God, you know. I'd be like, well, that ain't my problem, you know. I ain't about to, you know. And besides all that, unless you're going to compensate or reimburse me, give me some moolah, mucho dinero, hard cold cash. I ain't giving away any soldiers for free. You crazy. How am what I get out the deal? You see what I'm saying? I got to get some bank, man. Like practically, if not possibly, like, you know, a member of a drug cartel or a member of another clique that's into human trafficking, like an Islamic Muslim terrorist organization, as well as a drug cartel, a Mexican drug cartel, you know. Yeah, I would be wanting to become like El Chapo, Bapo, Homo, Guzman or not. No disrespect, man, to the OG, but it is kind of homosexual faggoty to be sleeping like that, you know, to be misstepping where he's supposed to be, you know, staying one step ahead of the law. And no disrespect meant to the boys in blue. I have many friends on the force, hopefully as much as I have many enemies on there, you know. Being of which is supposed to be the original subject matter, topic of discussion to be debated, or that being a given argument with many different views and or opinions to be affiliated, associated with, representing thereof, being of which I will hopefully get to shortly. But only after I backtrack here with reason purpose being, in order so I could possibly complete a form of pre-pride line thought and continue from where I had last left off to finish up and be I feel like a dry drunk or not, you know. Yeah, I have fallen off of the bandwagon recovery or not for the bottle and on the pipe, you know. My drug of choice being reefer. No, I'm just saying, as a matter of figure speech, for the sake of argument, no, I haven't. But anyway, yeah, I mean, when you misrepresenting manhood, what do you expect, man? You ain't providing for as well as protecting the woman and children. You know, then you out there like cannon father. You like a sore thumb, man. Now, all money is not good money. I mean, if you're gonna walk on the opposite side of the tracks, then at least not only got to get your money right, got to get my money right. Not only be about to be the that as well, but on all the same trying to, make sure that you ain't getting out there being put on the radar, so that you be sticking out like a sore thumb and you be sending off signals like or like some retarded former ex-president DC keep flapping one's chops in the courtroom when the judge say shut the that S that let me rephrase that. When the judge say STFU, be quiet. I'm the judge here. This is my turf, If you want to speak to me through your lawyer, your attorney. Otherwise, former ex-president Donald J. Trump, your ass is going to jail, my fool. No disrespect, but I'm saying, you want to play the nut road, you want to act retarded in the courtroom, that's where your ass is going to be in jail soon enough. It's a wonder the judge didn't throw your ass in jail already. Giving you a lot of mercy and grace, So you better take him up on his kind offer, sentiments and gestures, thoughts and action, not to throw your ass in the can, the poke. To go where no man has gone before. No real man, only ones that go brain dead or brainless. And you're going to make Christmas come early for President-elect Joe Biden. Yeah, that's why I said, you don't like any of you Biden supporters? Because I'm a Trump supporter myself. I'm anti-Biden. Yeah, he's president-elect. He's not the real president. The real president is former ex-president Donald J. Trump. If he could only shut the fuck up, shut that fucking hole in his fucking mug, and let his fucking lawyer do the fucking talking for him, and quit acting like misbehaving like he done gone fucking brain dead. A brain dead shithead piece of shit. Just shut the fuck up, man. That's the only way you're gonna be like doing better. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised all of a sudden the judge say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this shit. Bailiff, throw this motherfucker in jail. Because you keep committing all this retarded, crazy shit or contempt of my fucking courtroom. I ain't going to stand for this fucking shit anymore. Throw that motherfucker in jail. Then what the fuck you going to do, Donald Trump? DT? You're just going to make Joe Biden, JB, happy as a motherfucking clown. That motherfucker gonna be laughing to the bank. He should be laughing going to the bank because he got more than enough money from whoever his motherfucking handlers are. Reading from a teleprompter and all that shit. He ain't so sleepy Joe after all. He got all that shit scripted. Make sure you don't make no mistake though. You walk like fucking, like the fucking robot in that fucking vintage classic TV show production. Danger Will. Boom, boom, boom. He ain't so much lost in space as the former ex-president of the USA. Can't see the forest for the trees. Talking shit to a judge on the judge on turf. That ain't cool, man. That shit get your ass burnt. You feel like your ass is fire. Throw your ass in jail in a lake of fire. Of damn hell. Another name for hell is jail, and the crazy house at that, And moving right along. I'm saying how most of this here social media broadcast video has been taking up what I originally wanted to talk about. Been of my own personal, experience doing a stint in the can. Man, back in the day, I used to do some pretty well, not that I would mean to come off like, it was more like I was coming up like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. It's really crazy, off the wall, crazy F and BS to rephrase that. People like that for last minute. I mean, it sounded and seemed like I was retarded. But then these present neighbors from down here, they like acting like as they misbehave, attempting to drive me completely bonkers, especially the drug pusher neighbor from down here who threatened my life a couple few times, and I had to return his business card by dropping a dime on him to the popo. Not that I'm naturally a trick, you know. I ain't ever give anybody something that they didn't so richly deserve, though. So says old school gangster. I had been a sidekick, Mr. King Kong ain't got nothing on me or not. And B.I. would have at one time or another had ran the chapter of the Cup Q for Cocoa Pops clan or not with 100,000 or a million foot soldiers up under me, taking my command, my orders, be they black or white and so forth. Hey, white boy, you disrespecting me? Look at me, I'm a grand cyclops, man. You just a foot soldier of a regular clan cuckoo. You disrespecting me? Then look at the other white boys and members among them and say, you better check this fool ass racist redneck hunky. You know, if he forgetting who his superior is before he get bitch slapped, hopefully more than what they did to my cousin Emmett Till back in the day, whistling at that damn skeezer skank ass bitch that would have been a member of the LGBT community. You know, no offense meant, no disrespect to. I mean, I'm not dissing anybody, believe it or not. Definitely not homo bashing. I'm not a member of the Westboro Baptist Church, but I think you all get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. Although I'm still contemplating becoming a member of the Westboro Baptist Church in the future. I mean, though I don't agree with everything they say, some of what they say is pretty cool to me, mellow, man, because they be hitting it on the head. Though the daughter of the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church is no longer a member of Somerset. What was I about to say? Yeah, getting back to Somerset. So back in the day, not that I'm a member of a religious cult now, you know, nobody dictates to me. The buck stops here, like Harry S. Truman would say. I ain't hearing it. Talk to the hand if you ain't listening to what I'm trying to say. Like when E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listen. Don't dictate to me. I don't care if you is or could possibly be my big brother, former ex-president of USA, President Barack Hussein Obama, you know, with different politics than mine, because I'm a Trump supporter and anti-Biden, regardless of how Donald Trump is acting crazy, retarded as fuck in the courtroom, talking all that shit to the judge. One of these days, the judge gonna say, I'm sick and tired of hearing this shit. Throw that motherfucker in the can. So he better slow his motherfucking roll before he find himself there, and then have Joe Biden happy as a clam laughing, like more than a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you know it. Well, anyway, getting back to some stuff. Yeah, back in the day, you know. Like, I kissed the girl and I liked it. I can't even remember was I drunk or high that day, but God was with me, man. And to compliment the name title to this present social media broadcast video. And that was back sometime during, what was that, 80s or 90s or something. Then there was one time I was in a swimming pool, a public swimming pool, and I got falsely accused of having come off like a werewolf seeing a full moon at night. I could have, Mr. Groper, not kidnap her. I ain't trying to go out like that. Yeah, I'd be like squeezing the Charmin, was picking cherries. I don't do that nowadays. Man, I escaped many bullets, you know. Yeah, you know. But anyway, though, I just thought to share that with you all. Whatever back in the day, back in my past, it's like classified information. Like Ted Kennedy's Chappaquiddick, you know, you can't touch it. Boom. Can't touch it. Boom, boom. Ain't that right, MC Hammer? Can't touch it. Because if you were to attempt to open up that, your ass would be grass. You had violated so many laws and bylaws in accordance to our judicial system, you know. And I get paid in full, you know. Practically, if not possibly much money as
El Chapo, Bapo, Gobble Up, Homo, Goosey Man would be having, you know. Mr. AKA Scarface wannabe. If anything, I would rather come off like Fidel Castro, you know. So says this here, Idi Amin Dada, the second or third. Whereas I have yet to reclaim my throne in the African nation of Uganda. Oh, waka waka. Uganda forever. So I'm a Christian, man. Oh, waka 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 waki. No, not right. At one time or another, I was in courtroom. This white girl judge, she gets up off her bench, stand up and look in my direction like she's looking down, and then the white boy bailiff, he's hitting me in the arm. And I said, I'm looking at her, what? Are you freaking kidding me? That's assault, mother. Like, respect the judge. Listen and learn. Former ex-president Donald J. Trump. Yeah, that judge. And then there was this white girl, and the white girl uncovered Angie Dickinson's, you know, was I'm behind bars in a cell, and they got some paperwork, looking at some bulletin or so. They keep looking at the bulletin, looking at me, back and forth, before one of the white girls told the other white girl, nah, that's not him. I'm like, what the I'm like, where my lawyer at? Have him get me out this damn camp. I go before the judge at one time or another, and like the lawyer's standing beside me, and the lawyer's saying, this was a brother though. Man, we're being a white boy, racist redneck, closet clan, closet neo-Nazi white boy. But he's like saying, here's the deal. Now, if you want to go to trial on this here, for whatever it is, I ain't giving any 411. And none of y'all goddamn business. Lord forgive me for using your name in vain. I ain't giving any info. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. That's my own personal business. That's between me and God. You know, that's classified information. But anyway, y'all be thankful I'm giving you so much of this here. But anyway, though, the black brother, attorney or lawyer, he's like saying, regardless of whether he was pro quo or actual hired lawyer, you know, better lawyer. So that's irrelevant. But anyway, he was like saying, here's the deal. And regardless of whether or not back then I had money like El Chapo Guzman, practically not possibly or not. But anyway, the brother of a lawyer or attorney was like saying, here's the deal. And to finish up a line, I thought he was like saying, you know, from where I last left off to conclude, he was like saying, now you can stay in the can and we can take this to trial, but you're gonna be in here much longer. But then you could just go ahead and accept the guilty plea and you get sprung just like that. I'm like, what the I'm like, are you I'm like, No, he said, trust me on this. And I said, man, I trust you as much as I trust man, talking about trust you on this. Trust you as much as I trust a piece of crap or a turd in the toilet bowl. But I'm gonna gamble with this. What I got to lose? I'm man. I got connects and then some. I'm gonna say, well, I'm gone here. Fortunately for me, when I pled guilty, man, I was sprung out. He kept his word. But then it's not like that now. The lawyers attorney is more shiesty, you know. There was a brother, Hispanic brother, my brown brother, our black and brown peeps. Although I don't really consider myself as black or white, you know, though I got white people in my family tree, even so for the modern day and age, though I haven't seen them in years, you know. Now I mention other races of peeps, you know, black and brown, etc. Puerto Rican and Indian, etc. Then I'm supposed to be part Italian, Russian, and German as well, etc. But anyway, though, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I remember this brown Hispanic brother. He knocked the damn hell out of his lawyer. He got sick and tired because he told the judge, I want a new lawyer, otherwise something gonna go down. That should have sent red flag signals right there and then there. I don't know how they were asleep, but all of a sudden, he was fuming like a Red Bull. Like I guess that Red Bull. I'm thinking about something such. Sorry about that. Not that I fall off the bandwagon recovery. Don't feel like a dry drunk, dry hype, as they say. For those who are familiar with self-help recovery, need program. But anyway, no. All of a sudden, you got the fuming like a bull seeing a red flag, and then you just haul off and punch his lawyer out with one punch. Man, this is real talk, real life. This actually happened, you know. Yeah. He punched his lawyer out, his attorney of another male, the same. He punched him out with one punch, you know. Unlike my LaRaza piece knocked him the fuck out. His own lawyer, attorney, knocked him the. I'm saying, but anyway, nevertheless, I hope that you all have gotten something out of this present social media broadcast. I'm about to close out now, you know. And if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins, but recognizing what he himself had did on the cross of Calvary. You better recognize and realize, you know, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody. So that you won't wind up when your clock stops ticking in that lake of fire downhill with the rest of the unsaved, lost down human souls of unbelievers and unbelievers, be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons, as well as be burning forever, compared to how we as believing God will be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell, in the company of like-minded believers, asking Christians, aka protesting and praying to God and his angels, otherwise as citizens of the kingdom of heaven. You so be blessed down here upon the planet Earth while we're still here. You all take care and be safe, be blessed, not stressed, peace, love, joy, and happiness, and we out. We out. Peace.